Hello everyone, it's Lumen. We've got an arena game. I'll catch up with the rest of chat in a sec, but we have Zazak redeeming Swedish. So that sounds fun. How do I do this again? This, right? Yep. Alright. Here we go. Meyer is rated 149, Day Labor is rated 394, and Diesel rated 279. So a little lower than usual here. Alright, the key things in this pack are a stable planner, which I usually like a lot. Sheepwalker here I think is the most important card to consider because there are some combos. We have both schnapps in this pack, which means having veggies is a lot of easy food. Easy food, easy game. We also have a wheel plow, which is tied with swing plow, let's say, for my favorite plow. I don't want to get into it with chat on the tier list of plows, but I mean there's just so much sheep stuff here. And I think there's enough sheep injection. We have sheep arbitrage, which is really fun. But this seems like a pretty clear pick here. Excited to see what comes around. Carpenter's Axe, Bucksaw. I mean, all the miners here are very playable. Agrarian Fences is generically good for being free. Hook Knife, of course, being good for having sheep. Sheep well. Horseboat for more sheep. You know, Carpenter's Axe might be my last pick choice out of these. Alright, so hello Sivier, Zazak, Jackie, Reptar, Adiamant. Yeah, and thanks all for being here on the typically off day Wednesday. As I'm sure all of you saw yesterday, I had to cancel due to some work coming up last minute. I'm not going to say no to new clients who need to meet at usual stream times because, you know, they are what actually let me pay the bills. Okay, next pack is here. Wood Hut Extender, very good. Typically. We also have a Midwife, a Pure Breeder, and an Animal Tamer. The miners are not exciting. Quite unexciting, actually. Yeah, so I guess I'll talk it out a little more because it's in Swedish. But we've got a blueprint here, which, you know, people, I think, overrate and overuse a little bit. Recycled brick, I don't really see a need to have clay. Stone cart doesn't feel super necessary. Manger doesn't fit my game plan of having a wheel plow and a lot of veggies. I kind of just want to take Animal Tamer, but I think I might be... I'm probably going to wheel something good if I just take Wood Hut Extender, so that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. And sure, we'll take the blueprint, at least out of the game. I don't care enough about the rest of this stuff here. Okay. I guess... really quick. Stable planner, bad lazy ones, yeah. Funny point incentive, but you can't read Swedish. Yeah, it's a little trolly. Sorry. Hey, Laser Trip, this is Swedish. It's a wheel plow in Sheepwalker. Gotta block the artisan district. More veggie payoff. Well, if I take the mandolin here, then I don't need to... oh, there's a gritter too. Animal... No, this is a feeding dish. Gritter. Grain sieve. Chairman. Rope maker. Small trader. Food distributor. Pig breeder. Pig breeder is a 2 sheep action. Do I care? I mean, I guess food distributor is good here. I don't have grain yet, though I do expect to get at least a little bit later in the draft. And this gives me a food boost while I'm waiting to fully set up the sheepy veggies. Hello, Heroic Logic. Hello, Merrick, if I didn't say hi. Alright, I'm probably going to need to turn on the AC at some point, but I'm okay right now. So I guess I'll just keep drafting. Lumber mill's really fun. And I think it's playable here. I think there's enough stone in the game. Not that I would want to walk any sheep away. Chief Forester is kind of a consideration. Priest is fun, but the problem with my hand here is that I don't think I can do Priest with a wood hut extender. So, and I don't need Clay Puncher. Sheep Whisperer is a lot more interesting than usual, admittedly. How much am I sowing this game? The thing is, like, veggies come off of fields relatively fast, and the Mandolin and Schnapps Distillery would both want a lot of sows. So that's why I was thinking Chief Forester would be good. But 4 sheep is the same as sowing 4 veggies. 4-point Sheep Whisperer, yes. Hey Gonzo, me and my signature sheep walker. Where's the grocer to wrap things up? We are not getting a grocer. Very sad. You took your family to Sweden for a holiday. Truly wonderful country. Oh, that's a really cool laser trip. I have not made it to Sweden. I have made it to Norway. I'll eventually get to Sweden. Okay, actually I am going to turn on my AC preemptively here. Okay, interesting that the Schnapps Distillery got taken, but not the Schnapps Distiller. Okay, so because I have Mandolin, I think I am going for some maximum sheep arbitrage. Oh, this is trying to do a lot. This is really trying to do a lot. I mean, there's definitely nothing wrong with taking Hook Knife or Sheep Well, but I think Horse-Drawn... How much horse boating can I actually do here? Is this going to be, like, awkward 3 sheep, 3 food for 2 wood. On the other hand, hook knife, I'm not sure how long my sheep are staying sheep. Same for sheepwell. Alright, I'll take this on upside, but with a couple lower rated players in the game, or one player in the 100s and one player in the 200s, I think, hard to say if I can get enough ox. Manger came back. Pure Breeder's pretty funny here. But my big problem's animal capacity. There was an animal tamer in this pack which got taken, sadly. I thought that might have come back, but I guess at this table they might not rate Pattern Maker or Scythe Worker as highly as I do. Yeah. Stonecart really has no time to come out because Horseboat is just literally better. Unless I somehow miss out on getting the 3rd Oct down. But I guess taking Stonecart out of the game is still fine. I'll keep disrespecting Corf. I mean, I guess some worlds I play both of these, not many worlds. I am the 3rd seat. I might get Reedstone a good bit. In round 1, stage 1. We'll see. I'm not going to have enough wood for Pattern Maker. My hand is very wood negative right now, which is a problem. I'm going to need to be very aggressive on the board for wood. Scythe and Food Distributor kind of feel the same to me. Because I have Mandolin, I'm going to be wanting to like completely bomb vegetables all game. So I guess it's Pure Breeder. Feeding dish or corn or grain sieve. Well, I'm not harvesting 2 grain. And catcher doesn't exist. Fungar. Hey Kung Ming. Hey Sam. Over under Mandolin. Civ, you're saying 6.5. I think that's a good line. Hey L Scout. This Agricola player shares his secret that makes biologists mad. I mean, this is gonna do some. We've got some sheepy shenanigans. Lumber mills wood injection, indeed. How do I have time to get lumber mill down here? I don't know. I want to. Oh, and we get sheep round 1. And a side effect of the Wednesday stream, apparently we get vacuuming in the background. Pure Breeder wood injection too. I'm fine. Great point. Okay, how much do I care about 3 wood? A lot. But, you know, I've got to do some... Didn't it say Undervisning? Is that future rounds? Because this card is called Farviskare. I'm sorry for butchering the Swedish. I maybe shouldn't be trying. You're trying to set a line. If I go all in, I easily clear it, and if I don't go all in, it's impossible. Yeah. Oh no, okay. Undervisning is occupation. Got it. Got it. Quite decent pronunciation. You're kidding. Fence parts more important than room parts right now. I think fencing 6 early would be pretty nice. 2 clay is also okay. It's really not the dream. What else can I do, though? Yep. I mean, Chairman's out there, but... I'm not gonna start with Blueprint for who knows what. Alright, so Sheepwalker and Greengrocer coming out very soon here. We got start player Ag Fences from Meyer. They did take that card a little early. This being the one that lets you build fences on Sobake. But from the 4th seat, taking a free miner is more reasonable than usual, so not going to suspect too much there. We do have a 2-read move, which could be childless, and it could just be generic room parts. No reason to suspect too much just yet. Fences do hit in round 2 here, so I think I prefer 3 wood to a knock, but I will just play Sheepwalker if I don't get 3 wood here. And it looks like we've got a good crowd here, so thanks all for being here on the unusual Wednesday. I appreciate it. I was a little worried we'd have some low viewership, which, you know, I would not be surprised. But it doesn't seem so, so thanks all for joining. Hope this Agricola game is enjoyable for you. Please don't hesitate to ask about things that are obscured by being in Swedish today. If no one takes Grove by the time it's my turn, I'm thinking of starting Mandolin for 4-wood fence. That would be fun. I think that's my preferred line, but I'm also not expecting it to work. Withdrawal symptoms, couldn't miss it. Is that a cattle feeder? No, this is an animal feeder. This is the day laborer. Plus grain or animal. Yeah. We got Clay Puncher for Meyer. It's not a childless line, which I think is my biggest concern. Why did they first pick that card? I have not seen any first picks, to be clear. Sorry if I was unclear. But I saw both of these. And this, and this. I said picked early because I think it was like a 3rd pick. Oh, Diesel must have first picked Animal Feeder because Day Laborer is right in front of them. Aha, yes, yes, of course. Okay, so Day Laborer did start with 4 and aid, getting a bigger food boost early. Well, fencing 4 was not my dream. We also have late major. Alright, so I have 4 moves. Diesel very aggressively starting here. Oh, with a cesspit. Okay. Cesspit good. I'm just a little surprised they took the time to take Reedstone. Okay. Alright. My decisions are wood fence, ock fence. I don't think I'm getting fireplace first action. But I do think I'm getting a 4-food move. Oh, look at the pigs and sheep right next to each other. So cute. Alright, Stable Planner. That's their pick out of my opening Ock pack. Definitely a good one. If I somehow get Fireplace Sheep next round, that would be awesome. But, gonna assume I don't. Diesel is taking 3 wood, indicating they're not ready to take 6. Alright. Not my dream amount of fences. I honestly haven't calculated if this creates problems, but I think it's fine. Meyer getting room parts now to end the round. I'm trying to say that you won't get sheep if you take a cookery. Oh, you're not going to take a cookery first. I am getting fireplace. Okay. Yeah, because Diesel didn't take clay. Yeah, nice. They just started because cesspit, which is reasonable. But it's a nice break for me here. Let's see, what am I making? I'm making veggies first. What exactly is the line? I do need to eat 2 sheep. In sheep form, which is unfortunate, but happens. This really looks like the kind of nonsense you would do. The real saving grace to this game is that if I can get a little more wood in during the growth queue, Wood Hut Extender might come in for 2 or 3 wood rooms after I get my sheep set up. It is really too bad I don't have any schnapsy stuff, but so it goes. Meyer takes their bottom feeding move now, which I think is fine. No one else is threatening build. Which makes the food move even more fine, despite there being good actions such as 4 wood. You wouldn't... There's nothing wrong with this game plan. This sheepwalker is going to be absolutely insane. You're just not brave enough. Well, I mean, if you know your own issues. Who am I to stop you? An interesting question is... Are these supposed to be stone for lumber mill? Is that ever possible? There's a bit of a food issue, but I'm gonna go for it, because I'm insane. Yeah, especially I'm not sure I have enough food to make this work, but it seems fun. And, you know, we like fun things, right? Pure Breeder's worth 5 breeds. If I play it next round... Cheap stage 3 rooms are an excuse to just go super farmy. I mean, I think it's better than an excuse. I think it's it's a good excuse in my opinion. The lower limit on how good the farming game plan is to do it. I think this is higher than a lower limit. I mean, I have pretty amazing sheep walker. Day laborer starting with farm store. I think that's actually a good farm store. Fun game with so many hard choices. Well, I gave myself the heuristic of more sheep, and that for now will overwhelm the hard choices. I think Day Labor's going to build first action, and then we'll see what Diesel does. Meyer is likely to start. The 3 read is pretty interesting. Good test of whether you can delay build for setup is if you can still contest large resource piles. That's one thing you want to be doing, ideally, yeah. Early grow. Boo. Boo Vincent. That is incorrect. That was the wrong thing to flip. Oh boy. Oh boy. Good read grab from Diesel. Reedstone is too slow. Is Diesel possibly priesting? I'm going for pure breeder next action. Oh, I have so much to do. Oh my god, I have so much to do. Hey CW, what the heck, Wednesday Lumen? Yeah, I missed yesterday due to work, and I put on the brief explanation stream that I'd try for today, and here I am. You're trying to never do a plan that doesn't include room parts before round 7? I mean, that's generally correct. Meyer is rewarded with first grow here. Plays a herring pot that they might just be getting here. This could go clay. But Day Labor is going to go for Reedstone instead. That's a little confusing to me with 4 and 8. With 4 and 8 early growth, I'd be really trying to push rooms as fast as I can, and clay seemed to be the fastest path to that. Okay, well, I do get Pure Breeder here. And a funny thing that Sheepwalker is currently doing is that it's giving me unlimited sheep capacity by turning my sheep into veggies. This is a wood move. It's a wood and food move. This is a 1-proc charcoal burner and, like, 8 food. Alright, I'll stop making silly comparisons now. Meyer takes the other clay spot. Instead of fishing? Oh, that's kind of insane. Can we get a challenge for a room built entirely from sheep? I don't see how I can do that. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not playing with the new cards yet. At least on stream. Cat Lover would be fun to have, but yeah, it's not happening anytime soon. Day Labor is going to open with an Ock here instead of 4 wood, which is also kind of crazy. What are you doing? You need actions before you can do all this nonsense, but okay. Reno doesn't flip, so... Yeah, wow, Diesel is priesting. I think. That's just 4 wood. This is only 3 sheep. So Meyer's greed might be rewarded here. The reason... We have Straw Thatch, we have the technology, that's true. Build it out of stony sheep. I'm thinking I might have to play... Wait. I can play Horseboat. I wanted to have time for Lumbermill, but I think it's pretty clearly not happening. Yeah, Diesel is super hard priesting. Which means no one's growing next round? Yeah, that's insane. Okay. Yeah, with apologies to all the wood maximization... This is more fun. I kind of want to be wood placed here, so that I don't get tempted to take 6. I will take 6. But I'd rather just 2 read and build, so that I'm ahead of Reno Priest. To be fair to Diesel, their plan isn't completely crazy. They're getting some good farming done here, too. Then Mandolin starts round 8, and I should be able to hit it every round from there. Am I going to apologize for ruining Sam's prediction of 10 Mandolin points? I will not. I have 6 sheep seated on the board and a pure breeder. I did technically forget to convert sheep here, but I am going to need to eat one of them. And I think I still have time to convert it. I do have sheep on my farmyard, so I should be able to sheep walk before placing stuff in with pure breeder. And if I can't, well, yeah, it's not a huge loss here. But I'm definitely going to need to remember to sheep walk aggressively. Yeah, I am throwing away Wood Hut Extender here. I get double Wood Policed. Excellent. Just like I wanted. Oh, yep, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I should not be growing third here. I think Diesel should just be tossing away Priest when they see early grow. Because the Reedstone action and stuff like that they were taking is just not that efficient. We got a Rope Maker. Okay. Okay, so I need to sheep walk and Confidant. Confidant Hedgekeeper is very good. I'm now understanding a little more of why they haven't gone harder for another room. Kind of. I think it's still wrong in context to be going this direction. Also, they played a basket. Interesting. Big room. Which is different than big room. Hopa over. Alright, the only way I play Lumber Mill is if I get start player first action with no big wood move. Sorry, Wood Hut Extender, by the way. Like, would have loved to play it. Right card, wrong time. Someone really needed to grow this round. Was there maybe a line where I could have, instead of playing 2 cards that gave me 9 sheep? Probably. But that's okay. Maybe I should still play Lumber Mill over 4 wood. Day Laborer went offline. They're back online. Are they basketing? Oh, and Diesel can't even play Priest now. They start with a hand plow. I would assume for 5 wood and Priest. Meyer with the last action. Reedstone looks very good for them. With that rope maker coming in, and they do that indeed. So yeah, I think that is a good move, especially considering Diesel is likely hardlining Priest, given what I've seen them do with their play so far. They did Renault BMW instead of the Well. Gosh, so the Well's out there for Day Laborer? Right now seems like a fine time to take it. Buy Woodreed on Farm Store. Priest is a good BMW card. Oh, it is. I'm not disputing that. But where was the competition for BMW? The Rope Maker was way behind in parts. And you have a cesspit, like, why aren't you buying a cookery? Because you're one clay short of hearth and a room? So with Diesel having room parts and Meyer having room parts, yeah, it'll be very interesting to see what Diesel does here. Day Labor is certainly confidant fencing. Because if, yeah, I just don't want to have the option to 5 wood. I would much rather just start. Does that mean I should just be starting anyway? Maybe. Oh, shoot. I was supposed to exchange. It'll be fine. Maybe I needed 1 sheep conversion. The 2 farmy strats didn't get punished by giving another player grow to 4? Yeah. Yeah. I am extremely aware of that. Actually, I should be converting, oh no, Pure Breeder needs to work, and then I need to be very careful on my clicking. One breeding pair, nothing special? I mean, I kind of agree. I think we're all relatively in agreement on what's good and what's bad here. Okay, so my odds of getting start player are kind of low. Also, I threw away the chance to have a second stone here if I want to pure breed, so mandolin it is. And sorry, lumber mill. I don't get 4 wood back. I did kind of botch this. I do get the 4 sheep, though. So it's fine. We'll call it even. I don't want Meyer or Day Labor to be holding sheep right now. That doesn't seem good for me to let them have. Still have so much stuff I need to do. Didn't play Priest, correct. So this is 2 veg, a stone, and 2 food is what I just took. I do not get start back. Or no, I did get start back. I was just being dumb by not taking a stone earlier. Anyway, Day Laborer starts with writing boards for the next room. Alright, so except for Day Laborer and Meyer having an extra action in round 7 or something like that, this has become more of a mid-growth game. And Day Laborer with Foreign I'm definitely not building again. Surprising everyone, I'm sure. I need wood really badly. And taking a move to start for 2 points seems fine. Yeah. It's really not clear that I need Greengrocer at all, but it does give me options to buy cows and grain. So some sheep arbitrage, and which gives me extra food to buy grain and cows, I think is an okay move. I'm not forgetting this time. Teal Lumen needs wood badly, that is correct. Well, I was very aware that my hand was wood negative. Have I done much to counteract that? No, I've been going crazy with the sheep. Was that an esoteric reference? I certainly didn't pick up on it. 3 wood first action from Day Laborer. The clamps. I mean, that does look like it's setting up for a double build, which is quite reasonable. First action Day Laborer from Diesel. I guess they don't have other feeding? How many wood is this lumber mill? 1? Whereas I could play the wheel plow. Well, to be honest, I have more veggies than I thought I would. Because I was not convinced I was playing all 3 Sheep Edition cards. Which means I don't actually need to sow these veggies necessarily. Start player is still good. It also gives a food. Yeah, okay. I still want to start player. It might give me 4 wood. Gauntlet. I don't understand that either, Trey. Is that what the reference is to? I delayed Mandolin a bit. Oh my gosh. I get Mandolin for 7 and chat says I delayed it a bit. Classic. The other thing I'm doing if I start Lumbermill is I'm claiming I have enough actions this game to finish out my farm if I spend a move on Lumbermill here. Maybe true enough? Meyer thinking 2 read is an interesting move for a few reasons. They do have the pottery. Well, actually, 2 read is a lot less interesting when your rope maker has 3 read left to give. Might as well slowly build that room. Yeah. Hey, Winklar, my Agricola is in Swedish because I have a channel credit reward for 25,000 to change my language for a day. And today it got redeemed for Swedish. So, apologies if that causes confusion or difficulty, but please don't hesitate to ask extra about cards I'm doing or cards you see. Clay for Meyer. There were 2 4 clay actions, and they took the one that they don't get an extra on. They're realizing that now, maybe? But also they could just take 2 read right now if they're planning to take 2 clay. Or 4 clay. Okay, now they realize they can get the extra clay. Good for them. JK? Yep, this does give Day Laborer the double build here, which is great for them. Diesel gets to grow. And passes the writing boards. I do like that. Means I have slightly less justification for Lumbermill, but at the same time, more justification for Lumbermill. Because now I have 2 miners to spam in the endgame. That means these must be Swedish Sheep? That's correct. These are Swedish Sheep. And hopefully a lot of them. I need more animal capacity very badly so that I can start greengrocering. Oh, and KLJ, you were saying, where's my grocer, right? It's right here, Kappa. This is significantly less sheep arbitrage than I was hoping for. Has this already been asked, but isn't Greengrocer strictly better than Pure Breeder as a sheep source? I did think the 1 wood was kind of important. But yeah, you're right. You're correct, the 1 grew in round 7, Laser Trip. yeah, why... Yeah, the pure breeder... I did think the wood was good tempo, but that probably wasn't enough reason. Oh well. Meyer taking a veggie. I mean, I assume day labor's double building, yep. Because if they don't, then Meyer can last action Reedstone. So the only other move besides double build, I think, was Reedstone for, Oh, no, Rope Maker's coming in. Never mind. They had to build. Whee! If I didn't convert any of the rest of my sheep and had enough capacity, I'd have 17 sheep by the end of the game. That's fun. Okay, so yeah, 4 wood, very important. So I need to breed, then convert 2 sheep. Unless I want to go directly into buying stuff on Greengrocer. These veggies are now cows and 2 sheep. I clearly have enough to mandolin the rest of the game and max veggies. Actually, did I need to convert all of them? Did I? No, nobody commented on purple stable placement. Good question. I'm not sure what that means, quite honestly. We would be smited by the higher beings if we do. Do what? Sorry for not following, but, convert all my sheep? Oh, say it as a tell. This is ridiculous. I don't think I've done this much sheep walker stuff ever. So that's fun. Commenting on the stables would contravene the no backseating. Yeah, that's kind of true. Do the guilds count as minor improvements for small trader purposes? That's a great question. No, because Small Trader clearly says, you see, Forat Spelle and Forbattering von den Hand. And the guilds are not din hand. I'm not the only one with a plow. I kind of wanted to major minor writing boards. Or start player writing boards, and now I have to major minor it. Because I wanted defense pretty badly. There is 5 wood. Good call by Day Labor to basket here, saving themselves a good wood action when Meyer builds and grows. But I think I genuinely just need defense now with all the animals coming into the game. Three food. I have 1. I want to start wheel plow, and I want to, like, buy grain or cows on greengrocer, so I do think I'm just eating the next 2 sheep I get. Yeah. I can look like I forgot. I guess I still have a move left, but, Oh, actually I'm gonna have fences too. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Yeah, I would not have read into this as swing plow. I think it's a very valid stable placement. The only thing it claims is that they're not fencing 12 tight. Or 13. Even if they are fencing 13, it's fine. Like, I guess vertically is a bit more awkward. But, yeah, okay, never mind. It's, yeah, this is more awkward than I realized. Because of them also building rooms. Plenty of swing plows just do 6 fields on the right side. Yeah, even though this one shouldn't have. Should have gone 3. Like, these 2 in a corner, then 3 here or here, and then like 4, 5, 6 or something like that. Yeah, so I was talking about overdosing on sheep shenanigans, and here I am unable to count stuff. Okay, so now they should plow the 3 middle spaces. That would be pretty Chad. Am I gonna end up on the freaking manger alignment? With stables? Or should I not worry about it? And if I have a couple empties, I have a couple empties, because this is way better capacity. Before stables. If I had just picked the manger, it would be a bit of an easier question. Just enough room for my 17 sheep. Unfortunately, I've already converted a few of those 17. I could just pick up more. I could get 2 cows next round. I'm gonna eat a sheep to buy a grain. Then try for 2 cows start. What happens to the sheep? They became vegetables, which became sheep, which became food, which became grain. Something like that. It's a little hard to track, to be fair. Oh, the physical process? Look, the physical process is happening, like you're jumping with the moon in the background, and then the sheep just kind of, like, alchemize into vegetables. It's a pretty magic occupation. Don't ask questions, but don't eat carrot pudding. The trade occurs in the dream space. Yeah, that's kind of closer to my interpretation of how this all works. Day Laborer did finish fencing, which actually creates some doubt if they're going to take 5 wood. Interesting. I guess they could take 2 cows. I'm not actually too upset if they take 2 cows, because I have a cow machine here. And I wouldn't really know what to do with 5 wood. I guess I would go to joinery lines. They're gonna plow, though. I mean, I think that's a mistake compared to 2 cows. We'll see. Part of taking the 2 cows is taking them off the board. No, plowing is definitely something they need. Absolutely, it's something they need, and they have Confidant coming in next round for a sow. But, yeah, tactically it doesn't work. Also, I get to purebreed an extra food now on cows. That's a fun little bonus. I will still plan to start with the wheel plow. And then there's the question of, do I start my pigs breeding? I think I'm supposed to. Day Laborer is in a pretty good spot here, but they are going to be a little stretched on their renos. Especially if they rely on Farm Store for the read both times. Alright, and I do get a start player for either Urgent Wish or Cultivation. Very good. And a food, of course. Can't forget that food. Last action... Not really sure what I'm up to. I could do something like play Food Distributor. If I'm Day Laborer, I'm trying to read Stone Reno here. But yeah, taking the pigs also very good. It's just there's very little pig pressure. Of course, I could be pressuring pigs in some worlds. Diesel's gonna sow. Getting one of those fields empty by stage 6, reasonable enough. And yeah, I just don't have that much to do here. If I had 1 wood, I would consider joinery. And I don't really need anything. Food distributor will give me a grain immediately and food equal to the number of round 1 through 14 spaces taken, which is going to be 7. That's pretty good. Often it can be like 4 and perfectly fine. 4 food and perfectly fine. So I think I'm just going to take a grain and net 6 food. Not expecting day laborer to do one of these. Watch out for cavities. The reed pond must be full of Swedish fish. You like to save your food distributors, but it's good early too. Yeah, I mean it's a different layabout. Because it's a little more conditional on what rounds it's best for, but it gives you a grain also. I guess in a lot of ways it's better layabout. Alright, hoping for Urgent Wish, but definitely not upset if we get Cultivation. I'm currently at, you know, a lot of sheep. I guess I'll convert 2 of them to boar right now. Do I need this food? Is an interesting question. But I don't feel like counting it. Yeah, I mean, this way I can plow sow 3 grain. Because I'm gonna buy another one on Greengrocer here. Layabout, food distributor, and party organizer. The holy trinity of your emergency feeding plans. Better than potato harvester. Alright, but again, we're praying for the urgent wish. Vincent, please give me an action. I mean, at this point, I think I probably have enough actions to think about renovating. Better than a joinery? Joinery emergency feeding is definitely a disaster. Don't do that. Unless you can't avoid it. Consider tactical beggars. There is going to be a little funny decision, or at least I have to do a little math on what I'm pure breeding at the end of round 12 here. I guess I could get to 6 cows. Yeah, that's probably fine. More cows, more fun. Alright, decision made. Alright. I do think I should be acquiring a little more point ceiling. I have stone sneaky stone. It's possible I shouldn't have converted to pigs here, because every harvest I convert to pigs early, I'm losing some opportunity cost. And no, I have breeding sheep regardless. It's fine. This is fine. There is no problem with this. I just have really silly amounts of flexibility in things that aren't building resources. Full farmer wear. Yeah, I didn't see it. Urgent Wish! Yes! There is more time to use Wheel Plow, which is the big reason I wanted Urgent Wish here. Let me just do all my stuff right now. I can thank Zach for helping me reach a new Swedish demographic on YouTube. Indeed. Stone is a building resource? That's true. I do have some stone flexibility. Wood, clay, reed is what I don't have flexibility on. Alright, so joinery's still out there. Both ovens are out there. Meyer does build their 4th stable. They apparently built one on their room. That's okay. Nice of Zach to propose himself to do a full subtitling of that game. Yeah. Very true. Alright, so plow or wood joinery both seem fine here. The big problem with renovation lines is that it needs a reed move. I don't have time for a reed move. Do I? I have 10 actions left? Alright, maybe I do. Please, no. Day labor emergency feeding plan for myself? Interesting idea. Day laborer knows they're hungry. It looks like they're going to go for reno hearth. Meyer needs to reno. Diesel is renoed out. The translation quality will be as bad as the card translations. Oof. I'm not interested in starting this round that much. Like, I'm somewhat interested. But I have time. I think. Meyer needs to take wood. They want a reno clay oven. It looks like they have the right parts for that, though the clay oven eats up pottery clay. Also, I'm going to run to the bathroom once I take my last move here. Why does Purple have so many stables? They have a stable planner for 3 of them. The 4th one they just built, kind of just cuz, which I don't mind, seems fine. Trollo saying Zach can add to the translation system or the commentary that Fireplace is virtually useless. Yeah. Just, instead of Narsum Helst, you can say Narsum Helst, this card is useless. Alright, Day Laborer does get the reno in. Just make it blank. But then you're deceptive with removal of information, which I think is worse than deception by extra information. I guess they're both bad. Hey, Full Farmer exists. Interesting. Alright, well, this is my joinery. I'm not going to spend time on renovating Luminous JFR, X-Clam JFR, etc. And now I have an excuse to put on some more wood clamps or build stables. Okay, be right back. I have returned. Grain seeds, day laborer. Wait, no. Expensive Ock. Start player from D-Soul, which means I'm guaranteed to plow first action. Probably plow sow. Oh my god, it's a facades carving. That is a real facades carving that is good. They had wood in their supply greater than or equal to the round, and then they got to trade food for points up to the number of completed harvests, so they traded 4 food for 4 points. I can barely get that to work in solo games. Meyer's gonna fence here. On Sobake, I was like, how? So fence is a pretty good action. So I guess a question still is, am I winning? And the answer is depressingly unclear right now. It's a weird carpenter's axe, but I guess it could be worse. I will Ra's a cow. But this cultivation's gonna be 9 points. And I have enough grain, so I'm back to the sheep shenanigans. Oh, no! What do you need that for? Alright, I'm giving this a long think, even though I'm very sure I'm taking plow. I just don't want to snap it. I guess that's not a long think necessarily, but... I was pretty sure I was getting cultivation there, but if D-Soul's making the read that Meyer might be doing something like cow instead of bro, this could work out great for him. So I'm surprised, but it could very well be a good move. There is very little fence pressure because of sow fence existing. Yeah, they take 2 cows with a new market food. I guess day labor is likely to start for cultivation. Am I missing something? something visually glitched. They didn't actually go into negative food. I guess Meyer took the cows in part because day laborer needed the cows. So what's my counterplay here? I mean, I just need to start if I can. And I can just start with feeding dish. Nope. That means I need to sow as a 3-point action. No, the sequence worked out very well for Diesel. I can probably hold off sowing by 1 move. Meyer's at a good amount of points. They need a cookery. They're gonna take sheep if they can. Okay, I think it's actually 3 wood that I can hold off on. Yeah, okay. 3 wood, 2 stables is reasonable enough to end my round. Be able to get max pigs and max cows by the end of this game. When you have Sheepwalker, you always want to max pigs, not sheep. A late Chief Forester. Kind of annoying. Diesel does get Fence's last action here. Though they didn't give themselves enough time to animal feeder for a new animal type twice. They also have an odd arrangement. Oh, they're full farmering anyway. Yeah, never mind. Am I being worried for no reason? I think I'm being worried for reason. The stables are worth breeding points, which is why I'm going to build them, and then have 4 wood as a good option for next round, though Day Laborer probably goes aggressively on a wood move. I'm basically telling them they're not going to get Carpenter's Axe stables, though, which I think they probably should have foreseen. Really not sure why they played Carpenter's Axe at all. Meyer takes the clay they'll need for the rest of their pottery and or a cookery on Reno. Good for them. I am interested in taking stone to block Day Laborer's Reno. But actually, that's not super possible. Upon further review, they have a farm store to buy reedstone. and therefore are only a 3-stone action away, and I don't think both 3-stone actions by the end of the game are going to disappear. What I can hope for is that Meyer knows to take Reno Major instead of Ren Fence. Are the odds good? No. I just don't know what else I should be hoping for here. Yeah, because I don't have 2 moves to throw away. Renoing now is not what I was hoping to see. But they do want a cookery, I presume. Okay. Well, on the bright side, Day Laborer has 30 points. And Cultivation is 4. So maybe I should stop being worried about Day Laborer. Yeah, Meyer has come in with quite a solid game here. I'm expecting a few more animal points, a mandolin point. I don't need to fight for plows nearly as much as Urgent Wish. And taking 4 wood is pretty reasonable if I don't get Urgent. Four wood's only 1 point better than 3 wood for Meyer. I could also take Sobake to get in their way if Diesel isn't taking it. Diesel might just want 3 pigs. It's a lot of full farmer value on top of the pig value, and they are a little hungry here. I need to eat something? Since when? Okay, maybe one of these stables wasn't necessary, and I'm only maxing pigs. I was coasting on food for so long, I forgot I'd have to eat animals at all here in the end game. Yeah, it does look like I might have to eat a point of cows. I have a raw grain. I have 1 more greengrocer for sheep arbitrage. And yeah, I'm hoping for urgent and wood moves and or a plow. And now I'm having regrets again about not fencing bigger. But again, it's just a 1 point error if so. I did more or less know there would be some plow pressure. So I feel like I probably should have just figured it out and gone for the bigger fencing. Yeah, I'm gonna need to turn a few sheep into veggies here. Some OCD rearrangement. Meyer has clay oven still. Kind of just saying it to remind myself of all their options when it comes block time. Can I hover over Pure Breeder? Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot Day Labor can't take cultivation. I remembered they had Foreign Aid, I just didn't remember all the consequences of Foreign Aid. So I do get a Stage 5 action. Cool. I'll take the one that's more likely 3 points on gut feel. They're both either 2 or 3 depending on food math. That's a nice little break, though. And Meyer does first action the wood. They're breeding 3 points. They want to sow fence. Day Laborer is renoing now. With the oven. That makes sense. Diesel seems likely to take the pigs. And Reed. And then Day Laborer as their last action, not the player. Day Laborer's actually going to go for a sow here, it looks like. Oh no, just baking an extra grain in the hearth when they buy oven. Yeah, I feel so unsettled here. Even though I think... I mean, my score is pretty good here. And I've got a good amount of breathing room between me and Meyer, but I just want more. So this is a 1-point action for myself, or I could take a 1 food action to block a 2-point action from my opponent. I mean, when I say it that way, that seems clearly right. I don't even know if I need the food. I don't think I did. I'm turning away... I have 10 sheep right now if they all breed. I'm turning 4 into 2 pigs. No, I'm turning 5 into 3 veg, 2 pigs as it currently stands. I can eat a cow. Yeah, and a sheep, so... End on 474. Also, this move does force Meyer into fencing now, given that Day Laborer has a spite fence. Okay, so Meyer's breeding to 47. They have a 2-point pottery move to 49. Am I spending this last round blocking them? Should I be blocking anyone else? Diesel is like at 46 and then has to eat a little. I'm not going to be losing to Diesel. Day Labor's at 44 after breeding. 45 if they buy the veg. $46 with a sow. Oh, I have a wood to eat. That does mean I can take sheep or veg as a 1-point move. So I do have 2 1-point moves left. What's my block move on Meyer? The clay. Alright, I'm gonna just see how many points I'm at. Whoa, that's not what I wanted. Because I'm having counting problems in my head. $48, $49. It's only a 1-point block. And I think I'm losing tiebreakers regardless. Also, did I say veg was a point move? Because it's not. Not when I convert 3 sheep to 3 veggies. Good thing I got sheep back. Oh, that was almost a mistake. That would cost me, but I think it's not going to cost me. So, the sheep madness is going to end up with a win, it looks like, unless Meyer has a big point occupation at the end. But my opponents all played reasonably well. There was just that little gap in round 7 where I think someone needed to grow who wasn't me. And then nobody did. I will get to 51. Meyer's getting to 49 plus this move, and I just have to hope it's not something super strong. They're currently eating 1 point, so right now they're at 48. Food included. So food's a point for them. for food on traveling. I guess 2 food's a point for them, because they have 2 raw grain as well. Oh no, I don't know which one is good game. I'll have to type out GG in chat. Terrible. Alright, and day labor takes fishing to feed. They have 1 more raw grain to eat. Not being able to auto chat, ugh. It hurts. And it will turn out that having the stables does help. This isn't exactly the endgame I imagined, but it works. 3 wooden rooms, 3 empties, 51. Fun times. Don't I remember where everything in auto chat is? I thought I did, but I wasn't confident enough that bra spell out was the good game button. I was pretty sure, but the consequences for being wrong are pretty awkward, and I didn't want to deal with that. So I rated that more awkward as actually having to type anything in chat instead of the auto chat. Okay, it was. Alright, eating a cow in a wood. If I write it off as a misclick, that also makes me look bad when I don't correct it later, because I won't know that I'm wrong. Yeah, really nicely played by Meyer. I'm pretty sure they have a lot of games, and their rating is under 200. But they definitely played a reasonable game here, certainly helped by early grow. I don't know how their overall game plan looks if they don't hit early grow, but given they did, you know, they played quite a reasonable game here, especially for their rating. That's one of the best games by someone of their rating that I've seen. Something that I guess I can note right now is that I previously posted... Oh my gosh, Thrall, thank you so much for a gifted 30 gifts! You're welcome for the Wednesday makeup for the Tuesday miss. I really didn't want to miss yesterday. But yeah, I guess what I can say is that I posted to YouTube the game I won in German. I titled it Wood Clamps in German on YouTube. And there were multiple people commenting that it being in German made it difficult. So I've decided that games have to be really exceptional to be posted to YouTube if they're in a foreign language. This one feels really borderline, because the sheep shenanigans are completely off the wall, but it's in Swedish. Varaldsrankning, yes. You think it's interesting enough? That's good feedback to hear, thanks. Alright, I'm definitely switching this to English before we look at the stats. No, no. Brushfell. Visa min profil. I can finally stop butchering the Swedish. Sprock? We're back. Here's the final scorecard in English. Lumbermill ended up working out. Mandolin, of course, was important to justify all the sheepy stuff. Over half an hour of think time, and wasn't the slowest. Take that for what you will. Wish I had a manger. That's actually a thing worth going back to the draft for. Why did I not take manger? I still took 9 sheep from the board, got 14 from cards. Apparently Sheepwalker doesn't count as veggies from cards. Interesting. Okay. 8-5 sheep, 2 cows, 1 wood, 1 grain. I took stone card over it? Yeah, that seems so wrong. Thanks, Sam and Zach. Yeah, okay. Let's look at the draft really quick just for that decision, because that decision super did not work out in hindsight. I passed manger twice. Wood Hut Extender really made me think I was building rooms. I fooled myself, y'all. I think taking the blueprint is excusable. To take some ceiling out of the game if I'm doing silly stuff. But the second time, I really needed to remind myself that Wood Hut Extender was not mandatory. Taking card, yeah, that sounds like something I'd say. It's also pretty wrong. Given being wood negative, if people wanted stone cart, they'd probably take it by now. The difference between stone cart and Corf is not that big. A player rated under 200, in my opinion, is just as likely to play Corf as stone cart. Well, that's not true. They're still likely to play Corf if they really want it. Having extra stone. So yeah, this needed to be manger. This absolutely needed to be manger. For some reason I wasn't... For some reason my mind said 5 rooms, 3 fields. For sure. And that's just super wrong. I thought if I think the backup plan was if I don't play Wood Hut Extender, I'm for sure plowing this many fields. 5 fields. Also wrong. Just wrong. Yeah, I'm never playing stone card. Just take the manger, dude. Okay. Self-rant over. Thanks all so much for watching. Glad you were all here. Again, having a pretty good crowd for the non-typical day. Also not up... Yes. 4 rooms, 3 fields. Exactly, Savior. So thanks all for watching. I will be back tomorrow. Not usual thing for me to say after the second stream of the week. And hope to see you all then, or at a future stream. Thanks, L Scout and Laser Trip. You're welcome.